bears are widely known as formidable predators, with the polar bear, brown bear, and grizzly bear being the most commonly mentioned. In fact, despite belonging to the same family, they have significant differences and unique characteristics. Which bear is the strongest? Polar bears are distributed in the northern parts of North America, northern Eurasia, and the Arctic Circle. They measure between 250 to 300 centimeters in length and weigh between 400 to 600 kilograms. They have a white fur coat throughout their bodies. Polar bears are the largest and strongest carnivorous animals and primarily prey on seals, dolphins, and whales. Typically, each polar bear consumes one seal per week. Apart from searching for food in the sea, polar bears engage in various activities. They have exceptional swimming abilities, with recorded swims of up to 65 kilometers. In the wild, polar bears have a lifespan of approximately 25 to 30 years, although it is usually around 20 years for most bear species. While many bear species hibernate from winter to spring, polar bears exhibit the opposite behavior. They enter a dormant state from summer to winter, precisely during the season when the sea does not freeze. During the period before the ice forms, polar bears are in a state of near fasting. To conserve energy, they automatically lower their body temperature and reduce their movement by lying on the ice. This is a survival strategy developed through years of adversity. The brown bear is one of the most widely distributed bear species in the world, and their tracks can be found in many regions of the northern hemisphere. They measure between 200 to 300 centimeters in length and weigh between 200 to 500 kilograms, making them one of the largest mammals on land. Brown bears are characterized by their massive bodies and large heads. Their physical characteristics can vary based on their nutritional condition. As their size increases with more food consumption, brown bears primarily inhabit coniferous forest regions and mainly feed on large herbivores and fish. Occasionally, they may attack and prey on humans as a source of food, resulting in human-bear conflicts. If a person being attacked by a brown bear manages to escape, the bear will display a strong persistence, such as relentless pursuit, until catching up. Given the bear's large size and stamina, the odds of a pursued human escaping are not favorable. Brown bears possess strong learning abilities and can plan their attacks on prey. The grizzly bear, also known as the American brown bear, is distributed in North America. It measures between 200 to 300 centimeters in length and weighs between 200 to 500 kilograms. Its lifespan is similar to that of brown bears, and it is said to be slightly larger in size. Since the brown bear is considered the strongest animal on land, the grizzly bear is also regarded as equally powerful. The grizzly bear is highly acclaimed for its strong learning abilities and often hailed as one of the mightiest bears. Similar to brown bears, grizzly bears possess impressive learning capabilities. In the United States, they are sometimes captured and trained to participate in circus performances, live with humans, and even take part in television variety shows. They share similarities with brown bears in this regard. However, when grizzly bears are introduced to Japan, they create a different impression and feeling among people. The impression is that they are animals only seen in performances, appearing cute and obedient, but that is not their true nature. In summary, so far we have discussed 3 bear species, and many people are curious about which bear is more formidable and who would win in a fight if they were pitted against each other. As mentioned earlier, brown bears and grizzly bears are almost on the same level, with similar body sizes and fighting capabilities, making them evenly matched. However, if forced to compare, the brown bear, accustomed to life in the wilderness, would have a slight advantage over the grizzly bear, which is often associated with being raised on human-provided food. When comparing polar bears to brown bears and grizzly bears, the polar bear emerges as the superior contender. The most noticeable advantage lies in its physique. If you compare the polar bear to the other 2 species, you will find that polar bears have better body conditions. Despite all being bears, the variation in their sizes is influenced by their respective environments. Polar bears inhabit colder regions where they need to store fat in their bodies to survive. This leads to a strong inclination towards fat storage and weight gain. When engaged in physical combat, it is more challenging to topple a heavier opponent. Among these 3 bears, polar bears, brown bears, and grizzly bears, there would be hardly any instances of a draw in a fight. This is because bears engage in interspecies predation, which is a common occurrence in the animal kingdom. They may kill and even eat their own kind. In the Arctic, female polar bears may kill and consume other bears, including their own species, to preserve their own energy. This has been observed and documented by humans. Therefore, if these three bear species were to engage in simultaneous combat, there would be no survivors or wounded soldiers left behind, as they engage in interspecies cannibalism, with the victors consuming the defeated. The characteristics and fighting abilities of polar bears, brown bears, and grizzly bears are determined by their respective habitats and survival environments, which play a decisive role in the animal kingdom.